Development Trust has been very keen for quite a number of years to renovate Castlebank Park. We think it could be a huge tourist attraction to the town and bring visitors from near and far, the way it used to do in its glorious past. In 2012 we started applying for major grant funding so that we could put in place the Horticultural Centre as a first step to doing the renovations. We've had a lot of help from South Lanarkshire Council with our grant funding applications, and we managed to obtain grant funding to achieve what we see here today, the Horticultural Centre and the lovely new toilet block which will service the centre. One of our major grant funders, the Climate Challenge Fund, gave us an award of $231,000, which has paid for the development of this growing area and all the landscaping work. Part of that money is also to pay the salary of our educational gardener, Helm, for 18 months.
My job is to develop the gardens that you can see around us and further down to the River Clyde, and also to provide courses for various people in the community, whether it's schools, individuals, community groups. We're running 3 different courses, and we've just become accredited with the Royal Horticultural Society and Royal Caledonian Horticultural Society. Facilities that we've got here, we've only just moved in the last couple of months, but as you can see we've got 2 fine polythene tunnels and several raised beds, and the raised beds are at sufficient height for all sorts of people to work at, and also people who may be in wheelchairs or people who may not want to be able to bend right down to the ground. We've got great growing medium there, we've got propagators over here to my left, and we've also got several acres of land outside going all the way down to the River Clyde, so we can do like a commercial horticultural environment, we can be experimental, and we can also have a natural environment where we're growing wildflowers and native plants here as well.
We've also had funding from LEADER, and the Renewable Energy Fund has also given us a great deal of support. Without all these funders, nothing would have happened here. We still need a huge amount of money though to do up the remaining derelict sawmill building, as the classroom, the education centre, kitchen and office space, and we still don't have the money to do that, though the plans are all ready to be submitted. Since 2012, many groups have helped us in the park. The Community Payback team has been a tower of strength to us. They have cleared masses of jungle down in the garden area, which has allowed us to open up the top 2 terraces which had been closed for a decade or more.
As a project, it's a good long-term project for the Community Payback team, as opposed to doing one job one week, one job another. These guys have got the opportunity to see one particular piece of project phase from start to finish, and that helps them. Maybe in later days they will be able to say, I completed that, I did that, I planted that tree. And that for some of these guys can make a big difference in their lives. When members of the public ask them what's going on down here and say what a great job they're doing, the look in their faces is absolutely amazing, it's brilliant. The guys love working coming down here. We've also, with the help of Helm, 2 of the guys have been asked to do horticultural courses as part of the RHS accreditation scheme up here, which is great.
We're also having support from Lanark Garden Club. They're going to be maintaining the middle terrace, and Lanark in Bloom has done a superb job as one of our main partners.
In and around the town that has flowers or anything like that during the summertime, Lanark Bloom looks after it. This is a big help to Lanark and Bloom, because everything is in the one area, and even the growing environment that we're in at the moment is a lot better than where we originally started from. That was my back garden, my neighbour's back garden, both sides, where most of the stuff had to be carried or wheeled or whatever round the back. Here we can unload into the polytunnels, and everything you see in the area is basically for the town.
Today is the grand opening ceremony of our centre. Provost Eileen Logan from South Lanarkshire Council is going to do the honours and cut the tape and declare the centre operational. This has been the culmination of 6 months of hard labour by the development company that did the work on this centre, Covenburn. And I think when you look round, you'll agree that they've done a splendid job.
The park in its day was iconic. It was a very busy park. Many people came to visit. It did fall into disrepair, which was a wee bit unfortunate. And it has had some false starts, people trying to regenerate the park. So it was known and fully appreciated that a council would never be able to put it back to where it was in the first instance. So I'm very pleased that the Lanark Community Development Trust took up the mantle and has worked very hard. And this is step one. And I think it brings in the community, it brings in the schools, it brings in absolutely everybody in the town. And the work will continue, and hopefully in a few years' time the end product will be, park will be seen as another iconic visitor attraction here to the town of Lanark.